This conference will now be recorded.
But very good morning. Morning. So we are getting branches, right? So there are three types of branches. So what are they? Feature branches, and then master, and then also orphan branches. So feature branches are for developers' purpose, and developers that push the code to the feature branches first. Once the code has been pushed to the by the developers to the feature branches, then comes your code will be merged into the master branch, right? Now we have gone through the merge concept yesterday, and we are creating feature branches, and we are merging those feature branch code to the master branch. Right. So when you merge it, are there any other points we have noticed while you merge? Did we notice any points? So I was merging from feature branches to the master branch, right? So are there any points we have noticed? What are they? What was the first thing? Sorry? Logs, okay. Your feature branch logs are not maintained in a sequence. Okay. Then? So there is no purpose of the merge logs. Okay. So what was the repository? That was a repository. Repo 1? Not test repo. I think repo 1, I guess. So first, if you look at the branches, how do you list branch? Git branch. A, yes. A stands for all branches, local plus remote. And then, so how do you switch branches? Git checkout, your branch name. Yes. And there you have git log, and you can see we have merged logs from different branches. So we have merged the logs from our data from these branch 1, branch 2, branch 3, as well as these are the other logs from the same branches. Okay. But these logs, can I see them sequentially? That means in branch-wise sequence? No, it's not possible. That is what I want to manage. I want to manage, or I want to maintain all my logs of feature branches in master in branch-wise sequence. So how is that possible? So using, what is that? Rebase. Okay, we'll talk about rebase. Okay. So the second point, so there is no use of logs, merge logs. Okay, so there is no use, I'm sorry. There is no purpose of these logs. So you see, whenever we merge them, you see that there is something called merge log. We are merging with some branch. So there you have some merge logs. But there is no purpose of these logs, except you see that at some point of time, I just have done some merge. Otherwise, there is no purpose. Right. Well, and any other point? Okay. So we have not seen the orphan branches concept. We'll talk about that today. Orphan branches can't be merged. Okay. Well, let's talk about these orphan branches. Let's see how to create orphan branches. Now the difference between orphan versus and feature branch. What's the difference?
Orphan branches feature branch has a relation with master. But
yeah. So feature branch is nothing but the branches are related to the master branch. So there is a relation maintained. But orphan branch has no relation with any branches, even master or feature branches. Or I want to create an empty branch simply. That is orphan branch. Now you just look at here first. What is my working branch is? Master is my working branch. Now, so since once I'm in master, I'm going to create a branch called orphan branch. How do you do that? Git checkout -hyphen orphan and then your branch name, orphan branch name. Am I creating a branch? So usually how do you create a branch? Git branch name, but that is a feature branch, right? So the command is git branching is used to create a feature branch. But am I creating a branch? I'm checking out to a branch. Which branch? Orphan branch. So I'm not creating it, I'm checking out. So we are in test branch, which is orphan branch. Now, how do I know this is an orphan branch?
List the files. So they won't be related.
Now listed files. We have files, right? What else? Logs are important, not the files. So it does not have any commits. So why it does not have any commits? This is an orphan branch. See, when the relation is maintained, whenever the logs are copied, the relation is maintained. That's why you see that yesterday when I was looking into those logs, so you every time whenever your branch is created, so there was something called next to the log, there was something called master branch one, so on, right? That is how the relation is maintained. But first of all, there is no logs concept at all. So no relation is maintained. Fine. So moving back to checkout. Okay, before we check out, let's go with other command. Git branch -a. So in the list, do we have the branch? Test branch, is it there?
No.
Why test branch is not there? Sorry. So it does not mean that. So it is not maintained. It is not maintaining relation with other branches. Does not mean that. So it is not maintained. We have not done any commits. That's correct. And moreover, we have not created that branch. We have checked out. So how do you create orphan branch? Orphan branches are just check out, and then the branch will be created if you do at least one commit. Okay. So just like master, see, master is we don't create that branch at all, but that will be in the list once you do your first commit. Feature branches are there by default. I mean, so they are there in the list. Why they are there in the list? Because the logs are copying from other branches like master. But in this example, orphan branches, since no logs are copied, this is not even a default branch. So you check out to orphan branch, then you do a commit. Okay. So now you just look at here. I'm checking out to master. Now we are in master. Check the branch, git branch -a. Test branch is not there. So it is since it is not created. Now, how to create it? First, go with checkout to, checkout, -orphan, and then your branch name. I'm sorry, that is by mistake. Sorry, yeah. So your branch name, just give some branch name. Okay, so now we have checked out, but the files are copied, but not the logs. You see the files copied, but even look at the file statuses. So what could be the status of these files? Staged. The file status is staged. You can unstage them or you can remove them. See, the files are not committed. Just observe this. If the files were committed, you would have logs copied. Right? The files are just copied, but not the logs. Means they are unstaged. If the files were committed, even if you would have seen the logs, right? That's why they are unstaged. They are staged only, not committed. Now you can unstage them, you can remove them. So for example, go with git status, and then how to unstage them? Git remove ---- cached. Then yeah, all files, of course. What is the special character? So use star, not dot, star. What is that? Oh, rm. I'm sorry. Git remove ---- cache. Sorry. I mentioned remove. I'm sorry. One second. Git rm ---- cached. Star. Enter. Now the files been unstaged. Since files are unstaged, we remove the files. Now how to remove the files? How to remove those files? Git remove. Do I use git remove? Just remove. So you use git remove command, git rm command, if those are your repository files. But are the repository files? Untracked files, right? Just use rm. Now all files are deleted. Now this is a new branch and has no logs. Okay. Now you can create your own files. Let's say test file, and then just go with git add, and then git commit. So let's say test file. So from orphan. Enter. Now can I see the branch? Firstly, is there a log? There is a log, right? Now this is a log. Okay. And then let's try to list branches. There we have test branch. If you want to push it, you can push it. Then the test branch also will be available on remote. Well, so without pushing, can I merge it? I'm not pushing that branch. Can I merge it still?
Yes.
Yes? Sorry. Possible? See, that's possible. Why? Yeah, that's C. Pushing is nothing but just copying the local changes to the remote. They're just copying them. Okay. If you don't copy them, still you can merges, everything can be done on local repository. Yes, of course. Right. So pushing is nothing but just copying the data from local to remote. It is not going to make any difference if you don't push it. Okay. But now, so git merge. So I want to merge with master branch. Since I want to merge with master branch, and then be in master branch, and I want to merge with test branch. So it is refused. Why? Unrelated histories. What does it mean, unrelated histories?
Relationship, I mean, no logs from master.
Yeah. So when the test branch was created, in the test branch, there are no logs copied from any existing branches. The feature branches are master branch. So the relation was broken. So it is an independent branch. It's not from branch. So you cannot merge. Okay. So that's why orphan branches cannot be merged. Okay. We understand that point. Orphan branches can't be merged. But what is the purpose of orphan branches? So why do you create orphan branches? So feature branches are for developers. Master branch has your what we call approved code, your finalized reviewed code. What do you maintain in orphan branches? So if you recollect it in the conflicts example, so once the conflict was resolved, there was a file, right? Like .org file. Right? So now I have some files. I don't want to commit those files to featured branches. I want to commit them into some other branches. So why? If you commit those kind of files into featured branches, whenever you merge that featured branch to master branch, those files also will be merged into the master branch. But those are just kind of backup files, right? Then why do you want to merge them into master branch? That means I want to maintain some files for the future purpose, but those are not my developer files. I don't want to merge them into master branch. In that case, you go with commit those files into the orphan branch. Am I clear? Or else developers might be doing some R&D, and then those files they want to commit and push it to the repository, but those are not my actual developer files. They're doing some R&D. In that case, they can commit them into orphan branch. That means even if they by mistake merge with orphan branch with other branches, it won't allow you to do it. So there won't be any issues. Okay, clear? Now, so let's check out to orphan branches. Orphan branch. Now, is it possible to create another orphan branch? Something like, let's say, git branch name test branch 1. So what is my working branch? Orphan branch is my working branch. Can I create another branch? Test branch is my base branch. This is my parent branch. Orphan is the parent. For that orphan branch, I am creating a related branch, which is a feature branch. Is it possible? Yes? No. So try that. Okay, you're going to try that from your side. So create another branch, related branch, and test branch as your orphan branch as the parent, and then try to merge. Now this is, let's say I'm creating a test 1 branch. I want to merge these files into this branch. Is it possible? Okay, try that. But so anyway, we understood these 3 points. How can we open these drawbacks with help of Rebase? Let's try with Rebase now. I'm going to create a new branch, so new repository. So make directory and then repo 2 in cd repo 12. Now, how to initiate a repository? Git in. Then how do I add a remote repository URL? Git remote add origin and then URL. Okay, anyway, so I'm not doing it because the only thing is I want to do everything on local repository. Then later you can push it if you want. Okay, anyway, that is not required. Now the concept is, first, how many branches we have? Do I see any branches? No. So that will be there after you do one commit at least on master. Let's do that. So I'm creating a file, touch. So file 1 in master, and then so add and then commit. Let's say so file 1 in master. Now go with git branch -l, only l. So why not remote, since we are not pushing anyway? So go with l. Now we have master branch. Now I would create feature branches. Git branch, let's say branch 1, and also create git branch 2, then third branch. I have created 3 branches. Now check out to these 3 branches. check out to branch 1 first. Now we are in branch 1. There is a file. Also there is a log. That's from master. And now just observe this. See, I'm going to create some files in these 3 branches. Branch 1, branch 2, branch 3. I'm going to create 3 files. That's it. Now, so touch file 1 in branch 1 and then git commit. So, add it. Yeah, file 1. Just git add and then git commit. Let's say file 1 in branch 1 and then git checkout to second branch. Let me clear the screen. Now we are in second branch and then touch file 1 in branch 2 and then git commit, add git commit. Then so file 1 in branch 2 and check out to the third branch. Clear and then so go with touch file 1 in branch 3, then git add and then git commit. So even you can run multiple commands. So for example, I want to run git add, git commit. You can run the same commands multiple times, but that's okay with that. Now go with file 1 in branch 3, is it? Okay, fine. So we have 3 different commits in 3 branches. Git checkout to master. Now I'm going to merge it. So I'm not merging, instead will be rebasing it. So merge is, I'm going to replace merge with rebase. Now what is the syntax? Git merge, instead of git merge it is rebase. That's the only difference. Otherwise it's all same. With what branch? Branch. Now, so every time when you rebase, you have this message. What is that message? Now I'll explain. We have file and also we have log. So log from which branch? Branch from. Okay, fine. So this is something like merge. There's no difference. Now I'm going to rebase with second branch. Okay, rebase with second branch. Enter. Again we have that message. And then file 1 from branch 2 is merged, rebased, and then logs. So what is happening? What is that message? Now, look at previously when I was rebasing that with branch 1 and on the top. So what is the log? That log is from branch 1. Okay. And when I was merged rebasing with branch 2, then again I have that message. Now on the top, that means look at the head of this branch. What is the head? Head is pointing to, yes, the previous commit, previous rebase. That means first branch. So that's what the message is. Rewinding to replay the work on top of it. So what does it mean? So whatever the existing log was maintained at the top, that log is still maintained on the top. And what is that log is? This is the log. And so you see that it is pushing the existing log, existing head is pushed to the top, so that the log is still maintained as an head. Whatever the latest log is merging or rebasing, that latest one is pushed to the bottom. That is your branch 2, right? It is pushed to the bottom and the previous one is pushed to the top. So why this is happening? So there is a reason. Okay, but you understand the concept now? what happens when you rebase it? Whenever you rebase them, so the existing log, whatever is maintained as a head is still maintained with the same log. Okay, and the latest one will be pushed to the bottom. Okay, but before, further in the master branch itself, there is another log. That log is from the master. So master is still maintained at the bottom of all the branches. So whatever is been rewinding, it is rewinding only the feature branches logs are rewinding, not the master branch log. Okay. Anyway, master is maintained at the bottom. That won't be disturbed. Only these things will be changed. Now I'm going to rebase with third branch. That branch log, branch 3 log, will be rebased into the master. Where do I see the branch 3 log?
Next to master.
After the branch 2. After branch 2. Okay. Now let's see. So get rebase with branch 3. Okay. It's rebase. Then check the log. So there is your branch 3. So why this is rewinding the logs? Okay. So we understand it after you do more rebases. Now I'm going to check out to again these 3 branches. I'm going to do some more modifications. I'm going to create files. Well, so touch. So you can do any modifications. After that, after this rebase, I will be modifying the files as well. I will be removing files. But let me finish this off now. Going with file 2, let's say. In which branch? Branch 2. Git add, and then git commit. So let's say file 2 in branch 1. File 2. Let's say. Okay. So check out. Git check out to second branch. So touch file 2 in branch 2. So git add. Last rows you can't see it. 1 second. So git add, and then git check out. Sorry, we have not committed, right? Okay, let's commit it. Let's say file 2 in branch 2. Enter. Then git check out to third branch, and then git. Okay, let's create files. Touch. What is that file? File 2 in third branch. Git add, and then git commit. So file 2 in branch 3. Done. So we have new changes in all 3 branches. Now check out to master. So let's merge with, rebase with branch 1. So enter. Again the same message, but check the logs. This makes the difference. So what is the latest? Branch 1, right? This is my branch 1, and that is the first log. So there is the latest log, and this is a first log of the branch 1. So the branch 1 logs are maintained in branch sequence, that branch 1. Okay. Now, so what happened? What it's doing? It is whenever you rebase it, the latest logs are pushed to the bottom. Why? So that if there are any other related logs with the same branch, even they'll be pushed to the bottom, so that all the logs of that branch are maintained in that sequence. Okay, so that's why it is rewinding the logs every time when you read this. So go with git rebase with, let's say, third branch. And then check the logs. So we have now branch 3. These are branch 3 logs. And then you have, these are the branch 1 logs. Still they are maintained in a sequence. Yeah. So, and try with other branch. Git rebase with second branch. Now git log. You see that? So they are in a sequence, branch 3 logs and then branch 1 logs. Okay. So rebase and then log. There you see that this is my latest branch I have rebased with. Okay. So this is the advantage of your, which what is the concept is rebase. The logs, the feature branch logs are maintained in a sequence. Okay. But whereas for merge, they are not in a sequence. Okay. Now, and other thing, so we have done rebases, right? Did you see anywhere? Do you have any kind of a rebase logs? There are no rebase logs. So rebase does not create any rebase logs, whereas merge does it, right? So no rebase logs. No rebase logs. Okay. Then the third point. Let's create an orphan branch and then we try to rebase it. So how to create orphan branch? Git checkout, an orphan, and then your branch name. Give some branch name. Sorry. So branch name. Okay. So any logs? No logs. You might see some files. There are files. Okay. And then and you want to commit all the files, you can commit all the files. You just go with commit, you can commit it if you want. All files in Orphan. Or adding is not required. So what are the file statuses? Staged, right? They are staged. So you don't need to add it, don't need to stage it. So git commit, let's say all files, you can commit it, and then I can see the log. Okay. If you want to create more files, you can do more commits, but let's check out to the master, and then what is that? Git rebase with orphan branch. Okay. So was it rebased? Was it rebased? It was rebasing. So if it was not rebased, so it shows a message, right? Like when I was merging. So what was the message? Unrelated histories. So not possible. So this is rebased, but look at here. We have files, but the logs. What logs do I see? Orphan logs. Where are the feature branch logs? We have feature branch logs. So we have done some rebases, right? Into the master. So where are those logs? Those are deleted. See that? Those are all deleted. Now, so is it a good practice to delete the existing logs from the master. We have done rebases, right? All the logs are deleted. Now I don't even know how many rebases I have done, what I have done a rebase. So this is a big drawback with rebase. Orphan branches can be rebased, but if you do rebase the orphan branches, so the logs are deleted and it is going to maintain your orphan branch logs. So that's why rebase is not recommended. Okay, even though, so this is a drawback with merge, still we follow that. So just say suppose, so by mistake you have mentioned your branch name with I want to rebase with orphan branch, everything is gone. You may have the data, that is different, but I lost the logs. I have the data, of course. Okay, so now, so which one is preferred? Still merge is preferred rather than rebase. So orphan branches can be merged and can be rebased. Can be rebased, but that is a drawback. So you might lose. So there are very good chances that you might lose the logs. Okay. Well, so are the differences clear? No. So rebase versus merge versus rebase, and there is another concept which is so we call it cherry pick. So what is cherry pick? Okay. So we understand what is merge, what is rebase. So what is cherry pick? Now I just check out to some branch, something like branch 1. Okay, and here I'm going to do some commits. So what commits? Let's say I just modify some file. So file 1. So file 1, some file. Just modify that. I'm sorry. This vi. Let's modify the file. Just say hello. It's modified. And go with git add and then git commit. So file 1 modified. Okay. So we have a log. So file 1 modified. Let's remove a file. Git rm. I want to remove. So file 1, it's a file 2. And then git commit. So file 2 remove. So how many logs we have in how many new logs we have? We have 2 logs, right? So one is file 2 remove, other one is file 1 modified. So if I rebase it, how many new logs will be rebased? I mean, whatever the logs we have not rebased so far, all of them will be rebased, right? Is it clear? So what is rebasing means? So merging all the changes, or merge or rebase concept is same. I want to have all the changes done in one branch, copy them into the other branch. So that is what we call merging or rebasing. Okay. Now, I don't want to merge my latest 2 logs. In fact, I want to merge or rebase only 1 log. So I'm picking up my particular log which I want to merge. Since I'm picking up my log, is what we call cherry pick. Okay, this is the log I want to merge it. So copy the log, copy the commit ID, and then so check out master, and then git cherry pick. Then what? Commit ID. So what was that modification? File1 modified. So git log file1 modified. But after that file1 modified, there is another change, right? What was that? File2 removed. So do I see that file2 removed? But instead of cherry pick, if I would have so done a rebase or merge, even all the latest logs would have been rebased. So, but it has so merged only one log, which we have picked, which we have selected. Okay, so that is what is cherry pick. So you understand the differences between these three. So rebase, merge versus cherry pick. Okay, so there are some cases so where we use cherry pick. For example, we have two feature branches. Some of the developers, so let's say development team 1, development team 2, branch 1, branch 2, and they want to have some changes, not all the changes, some of the changes. I mean, as a development team 1, so I need your files, I need some of your files. Then I just pick that particular log and merge it into your branch, or you merge it into my branch. I can see those files. Okay, so this is for sharing purpose. Developers, they share the files among their branches. In that case, cherry pick is useful. But if you want to merge all the changes, so from feature branches to master branch, this is merge or rebase. Okay, is it clear? Now, so is there any possibility when I merge or rebase, can we expect a conflict? If so, what or when? What is the concept of conflict? Okay, same files. Yeah. Let's take some example now. I take a file, let's say file 1 from branch 2. Okay, I modify this file first. I'm in master. I'm modifying a file. File 1 from which branch? Branch 2. Let's modify a file. So I'm writing something here. Okay, so let's say hello. 2 lines are modified. Save it, and then git add, and then so git commit. Let's say so file 1 in master, okay, branch 2 in master, okay, modified. Now I check out to the which file, which branch? File 1 in branch 2, right? So where is that file is existing? In branch 2. Check out to branch 2 and then modify that file. What was that file? File 1 in branch 2. Let's modify that. And adding something else, let's say something like capital and then info something. Okay. And then something like this. 3 lines modified. Save it. And git add, and then also git commit. So file 1 in branch 2 modified. So now check out to master. Now go with, what is that? Rebase with branch. Is it a conflict? Will it be a conflict? Yes. There is a conflict. You know why? Understand why? Why? Tell me why. Same file is modified, right? Even though I'm a same user, but the file is modified in same file, same lines, modified in two different branches. Right? There is also a conflict. So it does not mean that whenever you say conflict, it does not mean that different developers are also, we have seen the conflict part even when the pull request is raised. Okay. Now this is another example where you can expect a conflict. So if the same file modified, same lines modified in two different branches, when you rebase it or even merge, it's not only for rebase, even when you merge, and even for cherry pick. Okay, that's a conflict. So what is a file? What was that file? File 1, branch 2. So this is a file. So now tell me, what are the changes I have done in master? What are the changes I have done in other branch? How do you know these are the changes done in master? How do you know these are the changes done in master? See, I can say these are the changes I have done in master, right? How do you know these are the changes done in master? Okay, let's say, don't worry about this. I haven't mentioned that. Okay. Head. So look at the head. This is important. Head. Okay. So git log. The changes are done in that head. Okay, that's how recognize it. Well, anyway, so you see that rebase, right? We have rebase. That means rebase is not done yet. Still, rebase is yet to be done. So since there was a conflict while I was rebasing it, that's why it says there is a rebase. Now you resolve the conflict. How to resolve the conflict? So git merge tool and then conflict file is open. Okay, as usual, everything is same. Now you just decide, developers decide that what changes are important, what changes are not important. You just remove all unused all junk lines which is not required. So remove all the junk information, then save everything. So save everything. Now, so git add and then git commit. Let's say resolve. Okay, so we can, as usual, proceed with other rebases. Okay. So now you try that same conflict even for conflict. So I've shown you example for conflict for rebase, and then you go with conflict for merge, even for cherry pick. Okay, so now, so first you take two repositories and you try all the concepts of merge, and then you go with rebase and try all the concepts. We can try with multiple users. Just like we have tried for in conflicts. I've opened two windows, and then you can try the same things for databases. Okay, so, and then you can try for cherry pick, and then try to resolve the conflicts for this. So, any questions?
So if we add outcome, those logs will be related.
Yes.
So if we take cherry pick for that outcome and place it in replace, over time.
Sorry, cherry pick,
Place it in the replace.
rebase.
If we replace the cherry pick log.
So rebase allows you cherry picks. Sorry, rebase allows your orphan logs. When you want to cherry pick the orphan branches, was it your question? Cherry pick orphan branches. So now git checkout, not the okay. Let's do some commits in checkout.
I want
I'm checking out to sorry.
whether it deletes previous logs or not. We cherry pick here.
See, cherry pick is different, rebase is different. So you can use any one of them at a time. So once rebase is done, then you can do cherry pick. But both cannot be done same time. Parallelly cannot be done. Okay. But if you want to cherry pick and rebase, sorry, cherry pick the test branch, you can check out to okay. This was we have a conflict, right? It not connected your branches. Okay. So we have not pushed it, right? So we have resolved the conflicts. We have not pushed it. That's what the message is. So I can show you that probably for some other repository. Just a second. Repo 1. Go with that. And then, so here we have, let's go with checkout to test branch. Test branch. And then, so you want to, let's say remove a file, git remove. So, and then what is the file we have? Some file. And then git commit. And then let's say file removed. And can we do, see one more question. So that's my question. I've done rebase, I've already done merge that. I have a master branch. I have merged branch 1 into master branch. So merge has taken place already. And second time, can I rebase it? Git checkout. So you think about it now. Master. And then, sure, we need a log, isn't it? Sorry, we need that log. Git checkout. Not checkout, sorry. Cherry pick, right? Cherry pick. And then commit. What is that? Commit, allow empty, possibly conflict resolution, git reset. Okay. You're currently cherry picking commit, nothing to commit. Working tree is clean. Was it cherry picked? What was that? Remove. So master cherry picking. So where is it? Where is it? Yeah, I see that. 1 second. So what was the message? The commit ID. Just a second. It was cherry picking, but is it like this is an orphan branch? I never tried this cherry picking for orphan branch. Let me try that. It says it is cherry picking, but why the status is cherry picking? It is cherry picking. It says message was it was cherry picking, but cherry picking was not done. I think cherry pick cannot be done, I guess. 1 second. So possible due to conflict resolution, if you wish to commit, okay. There was a conflict. Why that was a conflict? Was it cherry picked? Yes, file demo. Yeah. So that was cherry picked. Yeah, file demo. Yeah, you can do it. So, but there was a message, something like since it was an orphan branch, so it was you need to run this command if you want to allow that, because so that is a test branch, right? Test branch is an orphan branch. So whenever you try to cherry pick an orphan branch log into master branch, so you need to allow it first. If you don't allow it, it is not going to do cherry pick anyway. Okay, so you need to do it manually again, cherry picking. But whereas merge, not possible, and the rebase, it's possible. Cherry pick is also possible, but you must allow it first. If you allow it, that will be done. So now you have file removed. Well, yeah. Yeah, that was another question. So try this. So I already have merged already. First, let's say branch 1 to master. So I have rebased, or you can say merged. And after some time, then I want to rebase it. So if I do this, will it allow me? If it allows me, then how about the logs? Will they be maintained in sequence? I mean, will they follow the merge sequence? Will they follow the rebase sequence? Okay. So that's your other scenario. Okay. So any other questions?
After rebase, all the logs are related to master, right?
Yes. I mean, for orphan branch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But future branch is not related to future branch. Also related to
No, they are, say, feature branches. They're not deleting the logs because they have history, right? They have the history. They are related branches. If they are related branches, that is not going to delete the logs. But test branch is an orphan branch. That's why it was deleting the logs. Okay. So, okay. Any more questions? So regarding tomorrow, as usual, you have AWS sessions at 8:30 as well as day after tomorrow. Sorry. And online students, and you can use the same link which you have used last week. So that's the same link works for you. Last weekend sessions. Okay, AWS sessions. Yeah. Any more questions? So from Monday onwards in DevOps, we'll be starting with build tools. So Maven. Okay. Thank you.